Hello all heroes and welcome back to Invincible Guard of the Globe, and today we have got a brand new mystery shop event with a subtle but very important change to how summoning works in this event. We'll get to that in just a second here, but we'll look at the typical rules here. Regular rules do not apply here. For a short time, GDA agents have access to a new recruitment section. This shop can only refresh manually. Once all heroes are recruited, it won't refresh automatically. However, or otherwise, every 8 hours an automatic refresh will occur. Purchases are way cheaper than refreshes. A selected pool of heroes is available, including Viltrumite heroes with a higher chance of appearing. And then make sure to regularly check the mission section to get the most out of them. So yes, Viltrumite heroes, all the Viltrumites in the game are going to be present in this event. And then for missions, we have refreshing the special recruitment. We have recruiting 8 heroes in the special recruitment. We have reaching levels in special recruitment. And we have recruiting heroes just in the regular recruitment. So that one is just like using your dossiers. So if there's a hero that you see that you want in the regular shop, now's not a bad time to go for it because it will apply to this mission here and squeak out a little extra currency for you. Now, the mystery shop is always an oddball, but there is one extremely noteworthy change, and that is it is now free to recruit characters. Before it took like 5 currency as opposed to the normal 100 of the refresh. Now, if you do see heroes here, you can just pop them immediately. I love this change because even though it was only 5 currency to summon the heroes, which admittedly is not a lot of the currency, it's always a pain if you come to the end, the 8-hour refresh happens and it's a hero you want, but then you've got to literally spend like 300 gems for the whole amount when you have no intention of doing any more refreshes. You just want the heroes. Now you don't have to worry about getting stuck in that situation. And hey, free is always a good word. Free is always a good word. Now, if we go to the shop here, we do have Viltrumites as the headliners. We've got Lucan, Thula, Conquest, Anissa, Invincible, and Omni-Man. In addition to them, we also have heroes from Earth's Defenders and from World Beyond. We do have Adam Eve, War Woman, Red Rush, Green Ghost, Darkwing 2, Agent Spider, Battle Beast, Alan the Alien, Universa, and Russ Livingston. Now, I have had gripes with this type of shop in the past. It's very hit and miss. The mystery shops are odd in that, at least starting out, the special leaders, or the special trait, is still a lower rate than the other elite heroes. Although I will say this time around, there's enough Earth's Defenders and From World Beyond characters that they do technically have a lower percentage than the Viltrumites. But it does kind of even out a little bit, with the Viltrumites going up to 7.5 if you do get to level 10, with the other elites being at 7.6%. So, like I said, I can never decide whether or not I like the mystery shop. It has been great to me in the past, and it has burned me in the past. It's a mixed bag. However, I can say that this little purchase all item there, free. Free is a good word. Free is a real good word. Even if you have 0 currency, as long as you check in when it refreshes, you can get yourself some heroes. Like right now, I just got a free Omni-Man, just for the low price of existing. I'm good with that. Now, like I said, this event is Viltrumites. All of the Viltrumites, except for Lucan, are great characters. Conquest is arguably one of the best defenders, if not the best defender in the game. He's at the very least the best bruiser in the game, for sure. Anissa is fantastic and turns humans into paper. She is literally lore accurate against human characters. Invincible is arguably one of the best characters in the game currently. Omni-Man is a fantastic DPS, and Thula is a fantastic DPS. Minus Lucan, all of these characters are great. And with the exception of Invincible and Omni-Man, all of these characters are pretty rare, which is a biggie. Thula and Lucan are no longer available in the arena shop, and Nissa is very rarely available anywhere, and Conquest is still only about a month old in the game, so he's still pretty fresh, and again, high value character there. So, like I said, I have very mixed feelings about the mystery shop. Sometimes the rates go real funky on me. But if you do invest in it, get it up to the higher levels, I suspect that it will still treat you pretty good, if I were to just take a guess. I think if you really wanted to build these Viltrumites, because like I said, with the exception of Lucan, there are no losers here. And Lucan's just kind of a tragic case because he already had pretty low market value, and then Conquest came along and just smoked him in every way possible. The poor guy never stood a chance. He needs a buff so bad. But with the exception of Lucan, everybody in this list is pretty great. And if we're giving the elite event heroes the time of day, Adam Eve is great, Red Rush is great, Agent Spider is great, Alan the Alien is great, Universa is fantastic. Russ has some purposes with his buff to invaders. This is a pretty good one, I will not deny. This, as mystery shops go, there are a lot more winners than there are losers, which is not always the case, so take that for how you will. Now, as far as I'm concerned, for better or worse, I kind of got all these guys done already. I mean, Anissa's done as far as ranking up goes. Anissa's done, Thula's done. I mean, I could give some love to Invincible and Conquest for sure. I could give some stars to, but I'm not worried about it enough to go whole hog with my meager amount of gems. I might change my mind. I've done it before, and I will probably do it again where I change my mind. But in this case, I'm feeling, and again, too, if we go to the elite, of course, you know, Universa, I'm done with her. Like I said, I don't foresee me changing my mind, but hey, you never know. You never know what could happen. We'll give a little example here. Right now, you only get one daily free refresh. That's important to know. But it is still better than nothing. And hey, we got a Thula there. Not bad at all. We're getting surprisingly good early luck with the elites here, which is really throwing into question my statement that the rates are a mixed bag. They haven't changed since last time. It's being unusually good to me. I will give it credit where credit's due. It's treating me pretty nice. And like I said, man, the fact that you can summon them for free is pretty good. You don't have to worry about being short on currency when it refreshes every 8 hours and then having to spend gems. Another elite. Yeah, it's treating me good this time around. I won't deny that. It is treating me real good. I'm getting a surprising amount of elites just from going through this bad boy. So I will leave that up to your advisement. And obviously, this goes without saying because, you know, it's a nice little free 99. Even if it's just fodder heroes, still purchase it because it's free and it gives you shop level. So, you know, that probably goes without saying, but I'm saying it anyway, just in case, because I don't want anybody to miss out on that and then feel stupid later. Because, I mean, it is, even if you don't spend a lick of currency or a single gem in this event, you will still get a small, let's see, there's a Conquest right there. This event is treating me surprisingly well here in the beginning. It's trying to tempt me, and I'm not sure I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I guess Kid Omni-Man's here too, you know. He's technically a Viltrumite, so, you know, if you want Kid Omni-Man, he's there too. Just something to keep in mind. It's, like I said, it's a pretty stacked shop, and if it wasn't for the fact that I've already got a noteworthy number of those characters maxed out, I mean, Universa, Thula, and Nissa all at 17 plus stars, I could 100% give some love to Invincible and Conquest, and I certainly plan to. But I think I would rather wait for a new From World Beyond character to come out to build up Conquest, and same with Invincible. I think I'd rather wait for a new Earth's Defender to come out to build up Invincible. But that's mostly a circumstantial situation because I do already have a noteworthy number of these characters powered up and ready to rock. If you're a newer player, this event's not bad. Because, like I said, with the exception of Lucan, every single one of the Viltrumites have a place in powerful teams, and even the other heroes in the list. Adam Eve is fantastic, and Universa is downright necessary for GVA Ops. So it's a pretty stacked lineup. I will not deny that. It's of the 4 factions. From World Beyond and Earth's Defenders are certainly the better factions. So you would not catch me reprimanding you one bit if you invested in this event a little bit. I personally will not, because with my current situation, a noteworthy number of the characters in this event I already have powered up. That said, if I didn't, you'd probably see me spending some gems. However, this time around, like I said, there's always a chance to change my mind, but I think I'm going to show some restraint on this one. But yeah, so that is the Viltrumite Mystery Shop, new and improved with the free purchase button. Of course, as always, I'll do a brief little look over here at the shop. If you want to, you can spend gems, especially since the recruitment is now free as opposed to 5 currency, which was always kind of an arbitrary number. Now that that's free, you only have to worry about the refreshes. So again, you would not catch me blaming you one bit if you did invest in this event a little bit. Me personally, I'm not planning on it, but it is full of Viltrumites, and the Viltrumites by design are a pretty powerful sub-faction. I won't deny that. But we will leave it at that. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Are you going to be going for some Viltrumites? If you missed Conquest, yeah, like I said, you wouldn't catch me blaming you if you went for it, because Conquest is a fantastic Viltrumite like many of his brethren. So yeah, we will leave it at that. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and we shall see you next time. Have a good one.